Hello everybody, welcome to Tpull's Corner. I thought I was getting near the end of my Devilish Valet series, but we had a suggestion by one of our followers, if I remember correctly it was João Pedro Silva, who suggested that I add in Myrel, legendary creature. And I immediately thought that was a fantabulous idea and I had to try it out. So we made a new white and red deck, and we're going to try it out. Welcome to Tpull's Corner. I am Travis. My opponent is disgusting. Green-white Selesnya. How dare they? How do I want to do this? I think we do the Valet first. And just attack with the Valet. Oh, that's too much already. 3/3 on turn 3? Well, hang on. 2 or more lands. That means we can kick this, right? 4 damage to you, and I gain 4 life. And I attack. Why not? You're not going to block me, right? And so much for getting rid of things. There's twice as many creatures on the board now. And they're up above 20. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's go ahead and bring down Baird. And let's go ahead and bring down Careless. And we're not going to attack with the Valet, but we will attack with Careless. And we'll get a 1/1 soldier because of the Valet being pumped up. Mondrak. Mondrak is a problem. All he needs is 1 mana to make him indestructible. And he's got lots of choices here, and he's already going for it while I'm tapped out. That's a good trick. Okay, so what do we do against that? I guess we're just going to put down Myrel. Yeah? We've still got an attacker up top. And every time the Devilish Valet pumps up, we get another chump blocker from Baird, so it's just a question of how many tokens this guy can create. You create twice as many, right? Twice as many. 1 or more tokens would be created under your control. Twice that many of those tokens are created instead. But that doesn't apply to +1/+1 counters. But they are going to get a lot of extra treasures, right? Are you pumped up enough? Wow. Scared of you. Okay, we destroy the 4/4. And we chump block with a 1/1. Okay, when she attacks, X colorless soldier, where X is the number of soldiers we control. We have 1, 2, 3. So 2, 4, 8, that's not enough. But Mondrak is tapped, right? 2, 3, 4. Let's do it. Attack with everybody. Do they want to kill my Rel or do they want to kill the Valet? They could kill one or the other if they would just block everyone. They kill none of them? I think they should have at least killed my Rel, right? They could have just blocked everybody. Or blocked my Rel with everybody. Do they have a way to remove her now? I think I've got lethal no matter what, even if they take out my Rel. Well, if they take out my Rel and put down the Luminous Phantom... Nah, I think I'm too far gone. They're doing the math. They would need to have like an exile spell, right? An exile enchantment for 3, and then put down the Luminous Phantom just to get one more turn. Didn't have it. Hey, we got the combo out on the very first try. That's wonderful. I managed to do that a lot. And I'm not starting over and over all the time necessarily either. Every now and then I won't like how a series is going, and I'll start over. Sometimes just because of the way I'm speaking, and maybe I just didn't like my flow, or I got distracted. And I'm running silent for several minutes, and I realize I haven't even been talking this entire time and giving anybody any kind of input. And I'll start over, and then I'll start over, and it's like, hey, we got the combo. Okay, so, welcome to Tpull's Corner. I'm Travis. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll try and say that at the end, too, in case there's a lot of people that skip over the deck text, so I got to get in the habit of saying it in more than one place. But the Devilish Valet this is part of the Devilish Valet series, so there's a playlist on the channel. There's a lot of different decks. We've had a lot of fun going up and down the color pie with this little creature, and we are back where we started with red and white. As I said, we had João Pedro Silva who pointed out a couple of good spells that we could have in here, and we don't have too many repeats. We've got a lot of new stuff, which is kind of why I like it. The Devilish Valet is a very versatile card, and there's a lot of things that create creatures in this game. So you're not really limited that much. You have a lot of different decks that you can make with this card. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you double the Valet's power till end of turn. With my Rel, a lot of people like my Rel just for the first part. During your turn, your opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. So there's no real way for them to suddenly give a creature first strike and defeat the Valet if my Rel's already out. There's no way for them to cast a spell to destroy an attacking creature. They have to deal with whatever creatures they have on the board, have to be able to deal with my Rel during an attack. But whenever my Rel attacks, you create soldier artifact creature tokens where X is the number of soldiers you control. So if she's the only soldier down, you only get one creature, but that doubles the Valet's power to 2. If you've already got 4 creatures down, then we go to 2 to 4 to 8 to 16, just with one attack with my Rel in combination with the Valet. To help us out, we do have some other stuff. I have 4 copies of Angelfire Ignition now. We've used Angelfire Ignition before, but that gives Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink, Indestructible, and Haste until end of turn. So it can help one of these 2 survive. But I've won matches just by putting this on almost any creature. So this is also a very versatile card. But if we can put it on the Valet and have it start as 3/5 instead of 1/3 and double from there, oh boy, is that powerful. Over here we've got 3 copies of Loren's Escape as an instant to give a creature hexproof and indestructible, all based around the idea of getting these 2 out and protecting them until we're ready to strike. We've got 1 Military Discipline, so if I don't like the idea of losing the Valet, I can flash this in on him, give the Valet first strike, and maybe they were just going to chump block. Maybe I got like he's an 8/3 right now, and they're blocking with a 4/3, and the Valet would die. The first strike enables me to kill the creature and still have all the trample tumble on over onto the opponent and keep the Valet for another attack next turn. So 1 copy of that. Fierce Retribution, destroy target attacking creature. We don't have board wipes that much. We have 1 Temporal Firestorm, and that's it. So we've got 1 Fierce Retribution for removal. 3 Baird Argivian Recruiters. At the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with power greater than its base power, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. So because it's a soldier token, it has synergy with Myrel, and because anytime we put anything down, the Devilish Valet is automatically going to pump up. It has synergy with Baird has synergy with the Valet as well. So this is a wonderful card to combine with the 2 of these. Sacred Fire, 2 damage to any target, and you gain 2 life. It's a nice little 2-drop. We have 1 copy of Aganjo Uprising to create a bunch of extra samurai creature tokens, and if we have that with the Valet and we have any amount of good mana, say we're up to 5-6 lands, that might help us win the game right there. We have Cleaving Skyrider, 2 copies. 2/2 flyer with flash, and possibly if we get later in the game where we have 6 mana, we can use it as a kicker cost. When Cleaving Skyrider enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, it deals X damage to any target, where X is the number of attacking creatures. If Myrel's got a couple of extra soldiers out, we've got a nice way to do some damage. We have Kyla's Command. We got 4 options. We get to choose 2 of them. Create a 2/2 colorless artifact creature token, which can help pump up the Valet. Put a counter on a creature you control against double strike until end of turn, which is also great to put on the Valet. Or if we need a Plains card, we'll get it, or we can gain 2 life and scry 2. We have 3 Heirloom Battle Hymns, Dominaria United. Kicker cost of only 1 white mana, so that instead we can either do 4 damage to target creature Planeswalker, or if we've got 4 mana, we actually gain 4 life. So this is one where I love to save it until I have that 1 extra white mana to gain the 4 life. Between Heirloom Battle Hymn and Angelfire Ignition, we should have enough life gain to help us last even against mono red burn decks. 2 copies. Notice we have Kyla's Command, and we have King Kyla herself. 2/3 Legendary Noble. Discard all the cards in your hand for 4 mana, then draw that many cards. You may choose an artifact or creature card with mana value 1, then 2 and 3, and you return those cards to the battlefield if you discarded them. So, say if we had like a Baird and a Valet together, and we didn't have 5 mana, we only had 4. We could, but say those were the only 2 cards in our hand. We could pay 4, tap the Queen, get both of them down on the field at the same time. Valet would have haste and attack. It's great. Let's see, Rem Careless, Stalwart Slayer. Legendary human knight with flying and haste. I don't see him used a lot, but I kind of like his power out here. If a spell would deal damage to you or another permanent you control, you prevent that damage. So this is good against mono red burn spells. If a spell would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage +1 instead. So if Rem is out, our Heirloom Battle Hymn does 5 points of damage instead. If they're trying to do a lightning strike against us, it won't work. They'll have to kill Rem with the lightning strike and then next turn do something against us. Or if they have 2 lightning strikes, they still just have to kill Rem first. But if they try and deal damage against me, it's going to prevent that damage. So I like it. Fitting in with the Kyla theme, we have Kyla's Reconstruction, 2 copies of that. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. Put up to X artifact and or creature cards with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So if we have Myrel out already, this might be a good way to find the Valet and get the Valet out. And I think this was another card that was suggested by João Pedro Silva too. So that's a nice little thing going on there. As soon as he recommended something like this, I went looking for other, because I knew about Queen Kayla. So I'm like, hey, let's go get a little Kayla thing going in here as well, because I like to do concepts, right? But I like to match up multiple concepts when I can, just for the fun of it. Extra challenge. Okay, we mentioned Temporal Firestorm already, and we got Aganjo in there for 1 copy of Fair Basilica to draw, Autonomous Furnace to draw, and Crystal Grotto to scry, Plaza of Heroes, 2 copies to save the legendary creatures if they get attacked, if we have enough mana. That's the idea. We're going to put it to the test. We've already done all that I need to do. We got Valet out, we got Myrel out, we attacked. Great fun was had by all. We're just going to play till dinner. So depending on how quickly food is available, it might be a short video today. But we already accomplished our goal. We demonstrated the deck. Let's see if we can do a repeat. Only 18 creatures, I think, total. And I don't think I've used a deck with 4 Angelfire Ignitions before. So we could run into a situation where we have too many support cards and not enough creatures. Okay, 2 Plows of Heroes, huh? Alright. They've got 3 colors already. I can cast the Legendary because I have Plows of Heroes. So we'll just go ahead and attack while we can. Slimefoot Survey. Ooh, it's a domain deck. They scryed for 5 cards. That is kind of vicious. Okay, they are tapped out. Let's just go ahead and get rid of the taxidermist for now. Ouch. What can I do against that? That is one too many for me to take care of, actually. Okay, so we want to go get a plains. And then I think we just want to scry. So we'll get the plains first. 3, 4, 5. I've already got all the plains. I don't need plains. I feel like I might need protection. Another taxidermist. Jetmir. Wow, they ramped into some good stuff. What can I do? Well, I can do this. Let's get rid of Jetmir now. We still got a Loren's Escape because we have Rem. Rem is legendary, so we can cast red or white. Oh, no way. You've got a Traxa already? I can't believe it. And they got a Junji and a Farewell and a Kami War. Lovely. My Temporal Firestorm is not good enough against that. Nothing's really good enough against that. So maybe I need a board wipe? They kind of got the perfect start, didn't they? They got exactly... they got to 5 mana, they got all their extra colors, and then they got Atraxa. And my stuff, nothing works. Nothing works against this. Well, there is stuff that works against it, but I don't have it. It's not here right now. And it's all basic lands, too. All I can kind of do is this. But if I attack, it's going to give them lifelink. So attacking does not help me. They use Kami War. They want to exile that. That's why we have Loren's Escape. Another one of those. I don't think that's enough to do anything right now. I guess I'll block because it saves me from a couple of points of damage. But they're up to 19. Now what? This again? And, I mean, they'll get more like... No, wait, do I... I don't... Yeah, I have Indestructible, so I'm good. they let it go, they weren't sure what else that I would have. All of my effort completely undone right there. We discard a card. I guess we discard Temporal Firestorm? I need something to destroy an attacking creature. I do not have it. They've got way too many weapons. That's what Atraxa does. We'll actually just keep this up and keep this playing because some people haven't seen Atraxa in action yet. So yes, 7 mana, no red, every other color. When it enters the battlefield, reveal 10 cards of the library and they get 1 of each type. And I can do this. That's pretty much it. I'm so dead. They've got all this trample. Yeah, another one of those. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, the Atraxa followed by Kami War. I mean, if I'd gotten 1 removal card, maybe that would have made a difference. Ouch. That pays me back for winning my first match. See if I do that again. Alright, well I don't have counter spells, so if they're going to ramp into Atraxa, I just have to have removal. And I don't have a lot of removal, because I'm based around running in and attacking fast. And I kind of have an upper limit of around 4 or 5 for toughness against my opponent's creatures. Ah, are we going to do mono red aggro? Alright, let's see how we do. Kyla's reconstruction is a little early. Let's go ahead and scry. We need land. Nope. Not gonna work. Which means we need to use Aganjo as a land. And we're assuming they have stuff like lightning strikes in here, so whatever we put out at the beginning is gonna die. So our health is gonna get down pretty quickly. I guess we get rid of this one. Maybe if we get this up with Angel Fire Ignition. No, they're just gonna kill it. Oh, hello. They're not gonna kill it. I have lifelink and vigilance and indestructible, so no problems attacking with it. I've got 1 open mana here. Do they suspect I have something else? Do they block with that sushi or let it through? Or chump block with the dwarf? They're going to chump block with the dwarf. I don't have to worry about paying 2 life to get rid of that later. we might be in a good place, because I'm just going to put Angel Fire Ignition on it again. As long as it survives this turn. That's all I need. That is enough like... Oh! Ooh! I feel good. I do, I feel good. Was that 9 points of damage? I'll be down to 7. No, they're not. They're going to save the lightning strike for next turn. That electrostatic infantry is not going to be able to get through. So only 6 points of damage. And it's got trample, so it does no good to block. They block anyway? That's kind of silly. I think that's a misplay. I don't think you can get rid of my valet now. Oh, they're not going to like me next turn. Unless they can do 6 additional points of damage with their 3 mana. I'm alive. One point. You need 5 more. What do you got? If they had like a double strike thing, why did they not attack with Phoenix Chick? Phoenix Chick can't block. $20 points, 21 in one turn. Win on turn 6. And my rail was coming right up, too. But we kind of couldn't afford to wait. And we got our 15 wins. Excellent. Repair and recharge. Awesome. Do I have 4 of those now? I might. Okay, I think I got time for one more. This is a fun deck. I like the combination. This is why I like comments from my YouTube subscribers. You people are very good with bringing up things after I make my deck. And you say, hey, you can also use this card and do this. And it is fun stuff. And I always feel the urge, I don't just want to play it, I want to go ahead and show it to you guys too. Okay, I don't have a 2-drop, so I'll just place that down now. We're going to have enough to kick Hurloon Battle Hymn already. We'll test the waters. I have 3 copies of Baird. Plus, I can protect him now if I want to. Maybe that's not a bad idea. Is this the werewolf deck? Oh yeah, since I got 2 of these, this is great. And if I get one more land, I love having Lauren's Escape open to protect. 1/1 chump blocker already. I don't have any enchantments. I don't think I have any artifacts in this deck either. So I'm not worried about that this time. Yeah, why not? Let's just do this. 6/6 on turn 4. They take it. I get another 1/1. Now if they had 2 different spells that did 3 damage each, they could kill it. Okay, they flip it. Let's do this one. And then we attack. Double block. We're going to take out the 4/4. We're going to make this one hexproof and indestructible. And I don't think I need that right this second. So their guys survive. But we're back on daytime, and I have chump blockers enough. I like what I got. Avabrook. Avabrook is cool, but they tapped out. They don't know I have another Angel Fire Ignition, do they? They don't know about this. Let's try... Here, kicker. Get rid of you. I get 4. We'll just fly you over the top. I get another creature. Ooh. Ooh. Trample, too. And they didn't attack. They did not attack. Okay. Yeah, that's nice, but I'm indestructible. Do you have... Oh, they have another Tamiyo Safekeeping. How about that? So it's kind of a net loss, yeah? Or a net 0. They've got to be running out of protection at some point. Okay, Temporal Firestorm doesn't help me. Finally. That does me no good anymore, but it's not exactly needed. I have this. Bulgogi surrenders. All we need is Angel Fire Ignition. We don't need Myrel. We don't need Devilish Valet. We just need a few lands and Angel Fire Ignition. And for the opponent not to have removal. Right? Well, we showed you a couple different ways to win with this deck. Let me go ahead and show it to you one more time. Did we just win every one? Is that 100% win? Oh. See, this is the one where I'm going to take it into ranked and then they're going to land starve me. We'll see. I might do that for you guys. Okay, so Devilish Valet, combine it with Myrel, tap and attack. When Myrel gets more soldiers, then Devilish Valet just becomes uber overpowered. I think I'm going to hold on to this deck. I'm going to keep playing it because I want to try and kick out Cleaving Skyrider with it. I want to try and get Kala's Reconstruction to go find the Valet after I already have Myrel. I want to use a Ganjo Uprising. I think that's a fun card. So there's a lot of stuff in here that it's a fun deck and it's worth exploring all the different things you can do with it. I want to try and get Kayla to work with the her 4 and tap ability. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do in here. I think I'm going to hold on to this. Shout out to João Pedro Silva for your suggestions. I love them. We got yet another red-white deck that is very successful that works with the Valet. And thanks for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to end it here, and I'll have a new deck for you next time. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.